So I just finished workout number 2 in the Zero program, which I'm at 1 below 0. But this one has been almost like trial and error. I've, again, such a major discrepancy between my upper body and my lower body. So in one workout, it's a total body workout, there's 6 moves. At this point, so far, 4 of those moves are primarily like upper body, at least today, and there's always the 2 lower bodies. So upper bodies, I have had to alter here and there. The one thing, and this has gotten me since the beginning, is push-ups. I'm able to do a standard push-up on my toes. I think I can etch out about 15 of those. But then, rather than continually having you do push-ups, today's push-up version was a hover plyo push-up. So down in the hover position, you're supposed to just barely bring your hands off the floor. And when you watch the video, he does it about 3 times, and he does a standard push-up and goes back down. I couldn't do that. I could not do it at all. So I had to go to the 2 below program and see what that version was. And that version was a plyo push-up, an incline plyo push-up on your toes. I believe if you took it even further, modified it even further, it's an incline push-up on your knees. But at this point, that is where my plyo push-up is incline plyo on my toes. Then it came to the legs, and the legs, I had to go further ahead in the program to modify those to make them harder, because they weren't testing me at all. So, and I actually went back to AX1 and was just modifying, taking some of the moves from that and subbing those in. So I feel like this part, at this point with Zero, it's kind of hit or miss. I'm noticing I'm progressing quite quickly in regards to the push-ups. I think I can do like 15 straight push-ups on my toes now for the 3 sets, although it's been a little while since I've done Zero. It's been so busy. The diamond cutter push-ups that it called for, I believe it was elevated diamond cutter push-ups. I can do those on my toes. Again, the leg moves have not been challenging for me. The other thing that I mentioned multiple times was about the leg moves just being far below my capabilities. So much so that some of the leg moves, like yesterday's, it should have been a straight set, leg move is actually one of the primer moves in All-American Muscle. Just giving you kind of like an idea of the degree of difficulty, I should say. Like I said, the whole point of starting at 1 below was just really working up to those push-ups. Oh, and the hovering push-ups, I can actually do some of those. I'd have to look at my notebook. I wrote it down how many I had gotten to, but I finally cranking out some of those, but I mean minimal, maybe like 5 to 6 on my toes. Those are the ones where you go down, you kind of do a hover plyo 3 times and then a full push-up up. So that's where we're at. Just gonna kind of try to crank out this workout. This workout, I believe I'm up to the second, or I'm finishing up the 2nd week of 1 below. So then we're gonna go on to the final 2 weeks in Zero. Those are gonna change up a little bit. From this was just straight sets of the moves. Now you're gonna take it even farther in the failure mode. So where you would start with push-ups on your toes, you would go as long as you could with those and then drop to your knees and crank out some more. That's the concept I'm understanding in which is the next progression. All right, so after checking my notebook and checking the site, I am starting the second half of 1 below 0. and we're moving on to the different workouts. So it starts out with the drop set combos, like I said. So you're gonna do as many push-ups as you can on your toes and then drop to your knees. Then the other one would be the thumbs up push-ups on your knees. Once you can't do that anymore, then you take it and you do incline thumbs up push-ups. Then you go to straight sets of a couple more moves. And that is it. Hey everybody, I just wanted to check in super quick. Today is Monday. As of Thursday, we closed on our new house. We literally left the closing table after 4 p.m., went straight to the house and started ripping it apart. We knocked down walls, we ripped out all the flooring, and my husband, myself, and my dad, some other like odds and ends we're gonna get help from. But for the majority of this, my husband and myself are the construction team. So life is going to be extremely chaotic. We're supposed to close on our current home in, I think, less than 5 weeks. So we have less than 5 weeks to completely get that house ready to live in. And life, I'm doing the best I can to maintain normalcy for my children. As I've said before, the house is 40 minutes from our house, so it's a lot of driving. And my children still go to bed when they need to go to bed. You know, they still are going to school. So it's just, I'll be honest, it's been really hard to get down here. So the last workout I did Wednesday was an old school iron total body heavy lifting workout. Haven't done any heavy lifting since then. Last night I decided I needed to do something, so I jumped on YouTube and did Jeff's core fat burning workout, which is like 11 or 12 minutes, just to do something, because honestly, I'm not even coming down here till like 7 o'clock at night. I have no intention of getting up early in the morning to do this because I sleep in, because I'm staying up late. It's just exhausting. Hey everybody, welcome to the new home gym. I apologize, you can probably hear my aquariums in the background because they are now located in the basement. And I'm trying to find some sort of decent lighting because moving to new houses is fun. Right now the home gym is quite dark because I busted the light bulb above it, moving everything around. But as you can see, you know, all the equipment has made it downstairs. It's not all necessarily plugged in or mounted, but it is here. And I no longer share a laundry room with my home gym. It's also obviously basement storage and the kids' playroom. I'm grateful that the disasters that they create is no longer in my kitchen and all over my first floor of my home. Okay. Truth be told, truth absolutely be told, I've got some video clips from doing One Below Zero. I believe that might have been 7 weeks ago, probably. As soon as we closed on this house, life got really, really crazy and exhausting. Between, as I said before, the 40-minute distance and then this home that we purchased, which I'm really excited about, I really love. Unfortunately, it was the home of an elderly woman who really was not capable of keeping up with the house. So there's a lot of not even little, there are a lot of projects that my husband and I have to take on when he's got time from work. So little things, you know, like literally grocery bag hanging from the ceiling. Temporary fix to the fact that whoever did this did not hook the entire dryer vent up, and there is a gap between the outside vent and the dryer hose vent. So lint and stuff wants to fall down. And, you know, it's just those little things that you're just like, really, all those little things add up. And in fact, this morning, finally, chaotic life it's been so hard. Like my kids wake me up, and if you've been watching my channel, you know that's one of my pet peeves. I love to get out of bed before my kids, drink my coffee, and just have a little bit of quiet time to myself, especially now that they're on summer break. And in fact, my husband said that to me last night. He's like, I think you need to start going to bed a little earlier, and get up before the girls, because you know when they wake you up, you just start the day off wrong. So today I did. I am looking to start day 1 of the actual zero program. If you remember, there's 2 below zero, 1 below zero, and then zero if you are not up to the zero program. The one thing that I found I wasn't too in love with 1 below and 2 below, there's a huge discrepancy between my upper body and lower body, and the lower body was a lot. It just didn't challenge me, whereas the upper body did. So I decided to flip-flop this. I'm going to start the zero program, modify upper body, and actually challenge my lower body. So, and the other thing I wasn't entirely enjoying with the 1 below zero is it felt very repetitive. It was just the same moves. He might switch it up a little bit, but it was just the same moves over and over, and it was like, okay. And there's still those same moves in the zero program, just some more added to it. The other thing was with the 1 below and 2 below, I will double check for you, but it was basically 3 days a week, and it was just your strength workout, and that was it. I know a couple of times I modified doing a Shaun T HIIT workout, whether it was T25 or Insanity, something like that. So long ago, I don't remember. But with the zero program, I think it's 2 full body strength workouts, 2 cardio workouts, and then there's always a challenge at the end of the week. Not really sure how I'm feeling about that yet. Sometimes I have to get back into the program, get familiar with it again, and then I make modifications for what I need. So back onto the house and life. I had to really, when I got up this morning, give myself the pep talk and remind myself that it can seem very overwhelming, the house, with all the little tiny projects, or just all the projects. Seems overwhelming. Honestly, this is first time I've worked out in I don't know how long, and and my diet took it took a dump bad, and that can seem overwhelming when if you're just starting out. So giving myself the pep talk, trying to remember, just take it bit by bit, and like everything else in life, consistency over time pays off. It does. So just baby steps, and you'll get there, and that's where I'm at right now. Then, more about zero. 2 things I took on zero. I knew that my home gym was not going to be up to par, ready for heavy lifting, which actually it's more set up than I thought it would be, except for a couple things that need to be mounted, and I need electricity. I have like no electricity to plug in some of my equipment. Also, I am awful at bodyweight exercises. I struggle with them significantly. And I had done how many years of Athlean-X programs, finally felt up to the task of trying to take on zero. And then all this happened with moving, renovating, everything else. And now I'll be honest, I'm a little fearful. of how much I probably have lost in the last 7 weeks. I don't think like lifting cabinets and heavy crap is the same as actual, workouts. So this may be a good time if you are struggling or starting out to watch. I am hoping this is one of those transitional videos or programs where you watch me start out really struggling and I improve and get better. But even in all the years I was doing the programs, body weight was just one of those things I really struggle with. So another thing with the XERO program is he offers swaps. So like one of the swaps that I'll be doing, like it's kind of funny, zero equipment necessary. So some of the stuff he has you doing is in door jams or countertops. I don't have countertops. One of the large projects we did was ripped out our entire kitchen. So my entire kitchen is folding tables. So I don't have countertops to do workouts on, but I do have my power rack. So where one of the moves he has you doing wide grip, I think countertop rows. I'll just be doing regular inverted rows. So that's one of the things I have to adjust. But at this point, I think I'm just stalling, and it is time to attempt this. Silver lining, XERO is a to failure program, at least in this workout. Strength workout number 1 is supersets. So you'll target each body, muscle group, chest, back, with a superset, 2 moves back to back, and you'll repeat that your typical 3 rounds. And there's not a prescribed number of reps, it's to failure. So silver lining, if you struggle like I am right now, failure comes very quickly. And I'm okay with that. I'd rather start out I tried doing the thumbs up push-ups on my toes. I think I got 6 and they weren't pretty, but I'd love to start there, 6, and finish off this program, whether I repeat the weeks or not, hopefully increasing that number. One, I'm kind of hoping, I got to remember to keep all these clips because I'm really hoping to make a most improved highlight reel at the end of this, because this is not pretty. But I will say this, drastic step up in the leg department from 1 and 2 below 0 to 0.